Feel like the universe is sending you a message? The answers are in your hands. Explore tarot and oracle decks from Shadow's Light 1111 that can unlock your intuition and transform your soul's path. Don't just guess at life. Learn to read your life. If this video finds you, you should consider this deck to help you right now.
All right, let's go on a little journey today. We're going to take this huge idea of personal growth and, turn it into something real. Think of it like a step-by-step quest to becoming the absolute best version of yourself. So, you ready to dive in? So let's kick things off with the big question, right? The one that starts any great adventure. What if that person you want to be? What if that's not just some fantasy? What if it's a real place, a real destination, and all you're missing is the map to get there? Well, that's exactly what we're charting out today. Every epic quest starts with preparation. Before the hero can go out and change the world, they have to look inward. They have to forge their tools, understand their own strength. And that's exactly what this first step is all about. It's about mastering your inner world. Because believe me, everything that happens out there, it starts right in here. It all starts with just a spark, a little moment of insight. It's that quiet feeling deep down that you're part of something bigger, That subtle sense that maybe, just maybe, you're being guided. This isn't a big, detailed plan yet. No way. It's more like seeing a single, distant star in a pitch-black sky. The very first sign that there's a direction to follow. Okay, so what happens to that single point of light, that initial insight? Well, it evolves into clarity. That vague feeling starts to sharpen, to come into focus. It's like the fog suddenly lifts, and you can actually see the path laid out right in front of you. And this shift is huge. You've gone from just feeling like you're guided to actively seeing the way forward. That distant star just became your map. So you've got your guidance, you've got your map. What's next? Expansion. And listen to that key word, effortlessly. Seriously, when you have that kind of clarity about where you're headed, growth stops getting a struggle. It's not a fight anymore. You're not hacking your way through the jungle, you're just walking the path. And becoming your best self starts to feel, natural. All right, you've done the inner work, you are prepared. So now it's time for phase 2 of the journey. Taking all of that internal strength, all that clarity, and using it to make real, actual changes in the world around you. This is where the quest really comes to life. Now, to bring your vision to life, you need 2 forces working together, perfectly in sync. On one side, you've got aspirations. That's the dream, right? The what you're reaching for. And on the other side, you've got innovation. That's the action, the how you're going to build it. They're 2 sides of the exact same coin. You absolutely need the dream to fuel the action, and you need the action to make that dream a reality. And what happens when your aspirations finally meet your innovation? Wealth. But hold on, we're not just talking about money in the bank. This is abundance in its truest, deepest sense. It's that rich, full life you build when your inner vision becomes your outer reality. It's the tangible proof that your journey is working. So we've made it to the final stage. But here's the thing. The destination isn't some static place where you just stop and put your feet up. Not at all. True abundance is a dynamic, living, breathing state of being. Let's really dig into what that feels like. This idea really deepens what we mean by wealth. See, the last stage was about achieving abundance, kind of like filling up a reservoir. This stage, this is about overflowing wealth, a constant flow. It's the huge difference between just having enough and existing in a state where resources are just moving to you and through you, freely and endlessly. And that brings us to a really crucial point. We're moving beyond just the material stuff now, because if abundance is a flow, it can't just be about what comes in. It's about how you feel on the inside, and maybe just as important, what you're able to give back out into the world. This is where we uncover the final, and maybe the most meaningful treasure of this whole quest. And here it is, the ultimate reward. After all the inner work, all the outer creation, the truest measure of a genuinely abundant life is affection. It's that feeling of connection, of being cherished, of being deeply loved. This is the real prize. It's the emotional and spiritual fulfillment that completes the transformation from just getting by to truly, truly thriving. So what's the big takeaway from our map here? It's that the journey to your best self, it's not a straight line from A to B. It's a powerful, continuous cycle. You find that inner insight, which sparks outer action, which creates real results. And guess what? Those results then give you new insights, and the beautiful cycle starts all over again, each time taking you to a higher level. So we've laid out the map, we've seen the whole path from that first tiny spark of insight all the way to the ultimate treasure of affection. The journey is clear, and it always, always begins with one single step. So the final question isn't really for me, it's for you. What is your first step?
It's for you to embrace it.